In addition to all the built-in formats for dates and times, you might want to display the date and time in your particular way. The data in this particular worksheet is the same all the way across columns A through F in the following sense. Cell A1 has a date, 8/7/2010. We see it in the formula bar. It's displayed differently in B1, but it's the exact same date, and in C1 and D1, E1, and F1. Same thing over and over and over again. But how do we change these displays? Column C has a standard built-in display. A couple things to note about it. The day of the week is spelled out, the month is spelled out, and the date is put in as 2 digits, and so the dates before the 10th have a leading 0. So you might want to make some changes here. I'm going to right-click on column C and go to Format Cells. Here's the display that's being used. Now, if you want to alter this and build your own custom date format, simply switch the category to Custom. Now, not exactly obvious, but 4 Ds here represent the full spelling of day of the week. In this same display, you see 2 Ds over here. That means that the day is going to be displayed as a number with a leading 0. If we put in a single D in this portion of the format, it means that the date will only display one number if it's before the 10th. The other dates will be 2 digits. If we want an abbreviated day of the week, we'll put in 3 Ds. So just wipe out this existing information here, put in 3 Ds. If we want, for example, to show SAT and MON and that sort of thing. The 4 M's mean the month is spelled out. Suppose we want an abbreviation there. Take out one of those M's. You see the change. 3 characters for the day of the week, 3 characters for the month. And maybe do the same kind of thing here, slightly differently in column D, Format Cells. Maybe this time we might want to even change the order. So here too, we could jump into Custom. Maybe we'll put the month first. 3 M's. Spell it out, possibly. We can put in a space, maybe. Let's put in the day of the week. I probably wouldn't put it in this order typically, but let's put in 4 Ds. Maybe we'll spell it out. So that's likely to be what? That's going to be AUG Saturday. In other words, you're in control of how you put in the display here. Saturday, this would be a little bit strange. This would be AUG SAT 07. Let's take out the leading 0, put in a single D. Click OK. I think most of us probably wouldn't use that kind of display, but you quickly get the idea. And by jumping back in here with right-click Format Cells, you can see how you could use M's and D's and Y's in a variety of different combinations. If you want only a 2-digit year, put in 2 Y's, and so on and so on. Now, the display in column E is unusual, and we see actually the year displayed. And by right-clicking on one of these entries, you can see pretty quickly what's going on here. 4 Y's, 2 M's, 2 D's. And there, too, we could put in hyphens if we wanted to, very simply here, by doing this. Do it this way. I only did that for one of the cells, but you see that kind of display as well. So there are quite a few variations on how you can do this. And I wouldn't say you need to have all these, but just be aware of that capability. And you can also insert words and phrases here. And these entries here, it looks as if they are times of days, but what if they were simply an amount of time elapsed? In other words, what if the display here were different? We'll change it this way. And let's say that the actual nature of these are different so that they truly represent maybe an elapsed time period. There's no heading at the top. A different way to display these, and not so obvious, but here's what we can do here. What if we switch to Custom here, and in the display here, we use H followed by double quote, and anything within double quotes will appear as text. So we might have a leading space. I'm going to type in the word hours, space A-N-D, space, double quote. So we want to see the actual hours followed by the phrase space, hours, space, and space. And then what? M. Now here it doesn't mean month. It's going to mean minutes. And following that, we want, within double quotes, a space, and then minutes. Double quote. So that we see the entry being displayed this way. And again, that display under Format Cells, You see it right here. Bring it down, see them both together. There's the display. So you can imagine quite a few variations on this in terms of displaying. And I think you're more likely to change the display with dates, but also with times, as we see in the example here. You do have control over your own custom formats for date and times.